Listen, I've been waving the Utica flag forever. Like, I'm telling you, like, when I say this, it's like I always seen the diamond and the rough when it came to this place. It's not the most exciting place. There's not a lot of stuff going on. I know some super talented people from here.
Melz, also known as Malcolm, one of the most humble dudes I know. He just talks about how he wants to uplift Utica, tell stories in his music. I think he's a great guy. I think it's gonna be a great conversation about who he is, why he does what he does, and where he goes. Like, I know that's like general basis of all the interviews, but like, I want to know what's next for Melz. I can see him owning a label. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I can see that. So I want to see what's next for him. Melz, let's see how this goes. So, Just a clean life, clean. That's up. Welcome back to the Loft Podcast, Season 2. Today we got a very relentless, intelligent, creative human being in the building today. But before we get to this great man, we're going to introduce the room. We got K Twist in the building today.
That's right.
Yeah. You also got Josh Graz in the building today.
I got a mic still.
Yes, sir. And today we have a very influential, if I may say, person in the building. Melz, what's good, bro?
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long time.
Long time coming. Yeah,
yes,
we talked
sir.
about this last season, but we're here today. So I just dive right into it.
Let's get it.
When did rapping become your passion? Like, when did it become, I'm going to be a rapper? Or when did you start rapping?
That's a great question. So it became, I'm going to try to embark on this journey around like 2010.
Okay.
I would say the second half of 2010, which is when I graduated high school, went off to college.
Okay.
So by the time I got off to college, that's when I figured out, like, okay, I want to attack this thing for real. And what actually pushed me more in that direction was I went to a HBCU.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So I went to Alabama State University.
Shout out to the HBCUs.
Shout out to the HBCUs,
yeah.
So BET had actually came on our campus one day.
Really?
So I wake up one day and like the whole BET production set is outside of my dorm.
That's fire.
So I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So I go check it out. And there was like this rap battle. And my boy that I was hanging out with, he actually got on stage, got up there, ripped it.
Really?
Ripped it. I was too nervous to at the time. I had a verse, but that showed me. Yeah. Like, once my boy got up there, it was just like, okay.
I'm going to try it. So before you even got on the stage, like before you got to college and high school and you took it seriously, were you ever like freestyling and realized that you was nice, or did you ever only try after high school?
To be honest, I was always writing, but like I never felt like it was good enough to deliver to the people yet. Okay. I was more so a guy where I would hear a song, I would know the lyrics, and then maybe I'd add my own lyrics in there a couple times. But like the temptation to really put it out there, I was always nervous to do that.
I feel you.
I just felt like it wasn't ready.
Do you remember your first song you ever wrote? How
bad?
Was it good or was it bad?
This is funny. Okay. So it was actually a poem. Okay. I was in 5th grade. And I wrote it, and it was about a girl that I liked at the time. My mom found it, and it was a little inappropriate for the age that I was.
So your lyrics are true because you said it in one of your freestands.
Wow, pay attention.
I'm tuned in. You said your mama said it was too vulgar for what you were saying at the time of your age.
Yeah, and not that it was like super like
wicked,
fresh or anything like that, but it was just very cohesive for somebody that age to be able to put their feelings together like that. So that was actually the first thing I wrote. I don't remember it, but I do remember the trouble I got into.
Your mom lacking on you. Respect.
Word up.
So would you say you started off pretty good? Most people would say, yo, like I started off being mad good or I started off being horrible. Would you say like your starting grounds were?
I'm going to be completely transparent here. I always had the writing ability. The flow was something I had to pick up.
Okay. You had to figure out for yourself.
But the writing, I would say I was always a pretty good writer.
Yeah. I'm going to say this now. You're a very lyrical person.
Thank you.
When you rap in your tracks, every single track every single one I've listened to, I can picture what you're talking about. There's not a time I can be like, what is he? You know, people have songs that just
Absolutely.
like, where he going with this?
Absolutely.
Like, your music, I can tell what you're talking about. And you can tell you're either talking about love or you're talking about, yo, get off me, or you're talking about, I'm next up, which I respect heavily.
Teamwork make the dream work. I'm not into putting me first. Yeah, I got potential, but I also know what we worth. And when you an anomaly, you could boost the economy. The movement ain't dying, we just been doing it silently. We meditating, getting in tune with a higher being. Finally learned the difference from a want and a dire need. Had to learn to keep on going, even with tired feet. I would keep on flowing, couldn't even get fire beats.
Thank you. I credit that to the music I grew up listening to.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much the type of music I gravitate towards. Storytelling.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's the essence of hip hop. You know, it originally came from people talking about their environment, talking about their life. So that's what I grew up listening to. I still love all the other stuff too, but the Nas's, the DMX, J's, Drake, Cole, they always reign supreme in my book.
Yeah,
you
respectful.
know?
So basically, music is your passion.
Absolutely.
So was there everybody's passion at one point? We want to give it up. Have you ever felt the?
Oh, all the time. I just wanted to give up 2 days ago.
What makes you keep coming back?
Hearing dope beats.
Yeah.
Or hearing dope new music from like people in the game, local people. I'm inspired by everything.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing I'm inspired by everything. So I could just be watching something and a little rap. Because, you know, hip hop is applied into a lot of things now. So you could watch a TV show and there's a kid that wants to rap on a TV show.
Yeah.
You know, I just get caught up in one of those and, you know what, let me go write. Like,
wow, it makes sense. You're influential. You get inspired by things.
Absolutely.
So if you get inspired by things, that's what motivates you. I like how you put that.
Absolutely.
So what are 3 things that keep you sane? Aside from the music, just in regular life.
Conversation, information, and communication.
Oh, that's nice. I like it though. I like it. That's very true. I'm big on the conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm big on talking and getting people's energies. But I also like my alone time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a weird balance, but you find it.
People are like, yo, D, how can you be an introvert? You always talking loud and you also... I'm like, bruh, I need my time by myself.
Absolutely. You got to recharge.
Yeah, definitely. When did the brand most influential, like, where did that come from? When did it start?
All right, I'm going to be honest. One day I'm in Walmart with 2 of my friends.
Shout out Walmart.
Shout out to Walmart.
Sponsor us.
And I'm just walking by. We just walking through the store. I see a jacket, and it had no brand or nothing on it or nothing. And I was just like, yo, it would be cool if like I just painted on one of these. Yeah. So they were just
you did start off, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
I grabbed the jacket, I paint on it, and then I just start wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going places and people are like, yo, that jacket is tough.
It's
like,
hard.
So it's like, okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to try to sell one.
Yeah.
Paint one, throw random stuff on it, what I was inspired by at the time. Post it, immediately sells.
Okay.
And on the back of that jacket, I had put most influential.
Yeah.
Just off the whim. You know what I'm saying?
First thing came to your head.
And I was like, okay, like people are buying into this. Let me try to take this to the next level.
Yeah.
So we started painting. She actually helped me paint a lot of this stuff. We were just in the crib, just painting, creating, just being creative. You know what I'm saying? No real plan for it. And once it got to the point where like I'm posting these jackets, they're selling. As soon as I'm posting them, it's like, all right, cool. It might be time to turn this into a company.
I love that.
So the whole year of 2017,
saw it worked and you put it
right.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So like the whole year 2017, it was like just seeing what sticks. You know what I'm saying? And then it got to a point where it's like, all right, cool, we got a company.
Yeah.
It's not on paper, it's not official yet, but it's like, all right, cool. The jackets is like, I'm not the greatest painter in the world, so it's like, how can I step this up?
But it made I peeped your jackets. It didn't. If it was perfect, it wouldn't have been as nice. Since it was like raw and authentic, it was kind of hard. Like, oh, it's not like it was a gritty. Like, I liked it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and so I was just we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But so after that, I decided, all right, let's get the t-shirts and stuff going. Now at the time, I wasn't in the best place financially.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm literally figuring out a way to start a company with $50, $30. So I'm going to Michael's, grabbing shirts, grabbing stuff you could put on shirts and just being as creative as I could be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So So we do that for a couple months, and then the ball starts rolling from there.
That's fire. So where did the alien come in with the We Comin'?
Where did the alien come in? To be honest, I don't know. It just
worked.
I feel like the alien, because some of my religious friends that I have, they ask me like, yo, what's the thing behind the alien thing and all of that? Because they wasn't really feeling it. But I feel like an alien. You know, it was more of a symbolic thing because one, how do we know what aliens are? Are they evil? Are they good?
We don't know.
So it's a misconception.
Yeah.
And when it comes to our environment, I feel like a lot of things are misconceived about me. So I feel like it was just a great representation for the start, for that point.
Okay. No, I like that. I always see the We Comin'.
Yeah.
And also you did a brand that said, and you put in your song, Exit. You made the Exit Utica.
Oh yeah, the Utica joints.
That was fire.
Yep, that's still most influential. Yeah, that's one of the designs.
That was fire.
Thank you.
And you said it in the track. You said, I can't remember vividly, but you said it. You brought it up in the track a couple times.
Through the logo on our exit, something like that.
Yeah. That was fire. And it's the
logo.
Yeah. Thank you. What's your response to people that are low key not giving you credit or hating on you?
I try not to give it too much credence, but it does get annoying because I feel like
what's more annoying, the credit, not giving you the credit that you've been doing to it for so long, or random people talking?
The credit.
Okay.
Because I feel like I was one of the first people in this type of thing. Like, I went through I almost feel like the sacrificial lamb for creativity in Cornhill because I used to get teased. I got into fights about this, lost friendships about this, real stuff that I had to go through just for wanting to chase my dream. So, with me going through those experiences, I met a lot of people that wanted to do the same thing. So I dedicated a lot of time and energy to them and what they wanted to do. Yeah. And, once they get into a position and then these talks start happening and it's just like, everybody's getting the credit except for me.
Yeah.
When I damn near instilled the mindset in you.
Yeah.
Humbly, respectfully.
Yeah.
But it's real shit. Like a lot of shit that's going on, early stages, it came through me in my camp. A lot of stuff in Utica.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it's just like, and with me knowing that this whole time, me, my team, we've always been humble about that. We've always, and that's another misconception about us, because we're standoffish, because we're just not into the nonsense. We just like to create, like what you guys have.
Definitely,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that could be misconceived as whatever it is, and it's like, I think that all plays into it. But on the reality tip, I'm the OG when it comes to this.
Respect it.
Anything you want to do, and you from here, if I have any type of plug to it, you can always come to me.
Now, when I came out here, I can definitely attest to what you just said, because when I first came out here, I heard of Malcolm, I heard of music, Malcolm in music, and I heard your music, and I said, I was about to curse. I don't curse. I like your music, OD. So
thank you.
I think I slid in your DMs and I told you straight up,
Absolutely.
yo, bro, I like you tell stories in your music. And I said those exact words, and I tuned in ever since then.
Thank you.
Would you say being humble hurts you or propels you in the future?
That's a great question. It hurts you locally. Long term, globally, it's the better route to take. Because what I noticed is because I wasn't always the most humble guy.
Yeah.
And I noticed once I started kind of learning that whole trade, locally the steam went down, but industry-wise, world-wise, I'm growing constantly.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you got to take the good with the bad.
I tested that too. I'm humble. A lot of people tell me I should be more cocky about my things, but there's no reason for it. There's reason for it, but there's no reason for it. But hey, it's a constant battle. And
it's the passion, because at the end of the day, we're passionate about what we do. We're sensitive about our art.
Definitely sensitive
I'm saying? So if motherfuckers is talking, sorry, excuse me.
You're good. Yo, keep going.
So
You're
if
good.
people are talking about, yo, who's the, and you've been busting your butt all year. Not only building yours, building other people's brands. And then the conversations come up and nobody mentions you.
Yeah.
It starts to feel a little blatant and personal and like, oh, it's something else you got with me that, so.
Because they definitely noticed you. So why aren't you mentioning me?
And that's all I be saying. Because I use my platform to highlight anything I think is dope around here in the world. Like, I have no problem reposting, resharing, none of that. Showing people, yo, check this kid out, check Josh out, check K Twist out. I'm saying? So it always bothered me when I didn't get that same love back.
Yeah, I feel you. Do you write more or do you freestyle more? Because you have freestyles for days.
Yeah.
So would you say for those freestyles you write beforehand, or would you say like most of your freestyles are off the top of the head?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a writer.
Okay.
I'm a writer.
Okay. That's authentic.
In every word of the
people
sense.
would cap now.
Yeah, like I'm not the dude you bust out a beat, I'm gonna rap for 35 minutes, shit's gonna be fire. I'm not that guy. You give me a beat, a series of beats, I'll give you an album by the end of the day.
Nah, you ain't bitch yet, but the journey is feeding your soul. Don't be that person that fell once to pick easier goals. They don't ever hit like, but they reading your posts. Who give a damn what they don't notice? I'm seeing your growth. Who invest in who? And who been stressing too? Exactly, you got every right to do what's best for you. You needed help, was struggling, went and got it. Overworking your job, you hustling different products. Just do it all by yourself, cause if none of them get the concept, 100% effort's 100% profit. The basketball taught, man, the rapping evolved, man. The fashion is on way, a master of all trades. I don't really know why they be mad at the ball grade. I vividly remember mama had it the hard way. Mama had no babysitter, classes was all day. I would go with her to school and sat in the hallway.
Guaranteed.
I like that. Hello.
Yeah.
I like that. In your freestyle, in one of your freestyles, you said, you can try to save the world, but first you got to save yourself. What do you mean by that? I tune in, bro.
These are great questions, man. I needed this. This is great. Yo, season two of the Loft.
Yes,
man, let's
sir.
get it.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, exactly what I said. It's just like, you can't be out here trying to save the world and like your stuff is just looking crazy behind closed doors, you know? So just a part of growth, that's something I realized. Like that's something I realized from humbling myself. Like, yo, get your stuff together. Don't be out here trying to, just do what you do. And then people will do what they do.
I agree with that, because there's some people that that are projects. Some people are projects in their whole life. Like they're trying to get something done, but they never finish it. So they're just a continuous project. So if I continually try to help you and my thing's messed up, we're both gonna fall and burn. So
and now we blaming each other.
Exactly.
Now
friendships burn, relationships burn.
Yeah.
It's rather you focus on your thing, I focus on my thing. Whatever energy we both contribute to the same thing will be good.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that.
What's your first initial thought when you hear the location, Utica?
When I hear Utica, I think of hidden gem. I think of culture. I think of Renaissance. I think of just overlooked. You know? I'm
loving that. I think that's all true.
Bro. I mean, that's the beautiful thing. Listen, I've been waving the Utica flag forever. Like, I'm telling you, like, when I say this, it's like I always seen the diamond and the rough when it came to this place. It's not the most exciting place. There's not a lot of stuff going on. I know some super talented people from here.
Definitely.
I know some super smart people from here.
Definitely.
I know some people that have been through the ringer in life and they're still great people. That stuff didn't define them. And I've been a lot of places in my life and I didn't get that vibe from every place I went to and every person I met. So, that's what I always took pride in about Utica.
I love that, because when I first moved out here, I didn't even know there's music out here. I didn't even know there was artists out here. I didn't know anything. So when I started meeting all these people and actually hearing great sounds like Moschino, you, Joe Marte, like all these folks, I was like, yo, Utica, what? More people need to know Utica.
Absolutely.
Respectfully.
Absolutely.
So I definitely believe you, but hidden gems, because there's a lot of us here.
Even just the whole upstate, anything over like the Yonkers, up until close to Canada and out west towards Buffalo, it's a lot of stuff brewing, man.
I believe that.
It's a lot of stuff brewing.
How do you feel about like celebrities rocking your most influential influencer brand?
To be honest, I'll be so hyped. Like I be having to calm myself down. It's just like, yo, I can't believe it. I was just in the crib, broke, painting on stuff, trying to just make something pop. I look on the Patriots website, my shit is plastered across the Patriots website. I love
that though. When I posted that, I was just like, hold the phone.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Crazy, bro.
That's fire.
Super grateful for that, by the way. Shout out to the Patriots.
What's a message you want to give to the youth?
Believe in yourself. Listen, you may not have the resources you need. You may not know the people you feel like you need to know. Whatever. If you just stay consistent, this has been my message from day one. You just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's not always about being the best or who gets the most likes, who gets the most views. Sometimes the person that just kept going throughout all the years is the one who gets the opportunity.
Yeah, true. That's very
We see that time and time again.
Yeah, true.
It's these artists like the Baby and this and that. People think these dudes just pop. Like I was hearing about these dudes, people from North Carolina calling me, "Oh, it's this dude, the Baby," years ago. You know what I'm saying? So when I see stuff like that, it makes me happy because it's like, even Griselda. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar.
Of course,
Benny
Buffalo.
the Butcher, like
Benny.
This dude was the best rapper in Buffalo 15 years ago, him and Conway. But you know, and they had to battle that whole like, oh, you still local, you still
local, yeah.
You know, so you going as a young creative coming up, especially if you really got the gift, you gonna deal with these things. It might not pop off the first day, the first month, the first year.
Yeah.
And I just need people to understand that that's actually a better route to take.
Yeah.
Because you know, shooting straight up sometimes isn't always the best long term result.
So you gave it to the youth. What would you tell yourself as a youth growing up?
You're doing the right thing. Don't listen. I feel like I got to a point where I started.
I know. I like that because people around you might just deter you from what you're doing.
Yeah, I started taking too much advice. I started taking way too much advice. And once again, because of that thing, because you know, with this rap stuff, if you don't pop, if you nice, that's the thing people don't understand about local rap too. It's different tiers and different standards. If you just a likable person and people rock with you, it's no real expectations of you. If you somebody like Blaze, like I watched Blaze go through the ringer locally because he's actually dope. So now there's different standards for you. There's more judging. There's more. So
Blaze can rap.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blaze.
Yeah.
Blaze can rap.
So it's like, you know, and shout out to Blaze. So it's just like for that whole thing. I'm saying just keep going.
Keep going. Well, what I tell myself? I'm trying to think.
What would you tell young rich vocals?
Young rich. What would I tell myself?
14-year-old rich vocals.
Oh, snap.
Let's go all the way back.
I'm thinking about basketball. I'm making it to the league. I'm thinking about food. I'm thinking about girls. I'm thinking about I got church on Sunday. What am I going to tell myself? I'm going to tell myself, stay consistent. I think my worst battle was saying, like, I would start something and find I'm good at something else and move on. Yeah. That was my worst battle. Yeah. If I figured out I was great and stick to one thing, I think I'd be in a better spot now. But I think this was meant to happen where I am right now.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
More well-rounded being.
Yeah, definitely.
No?
Where's your main place to write? Like come up with your ideas. Like where is your like I'm here now, I can think.
Honestly in the crib. I write a lot of my stuff once I get some alone time in the house. I'm saying throw the headphones in and just chill out. Writing, see that's why I feel like that's why I love music too. Because, like, for instance, you said the basketball thing. Like, you grew up
your first love was ball, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I was always cognizant of the fact that, realistically, I'm not going to the league, right? Because I'm playing AAU, I'm going to these gyms, and I was pretty good locally. But it's like I'm seeing dudes that I just know I can't compete with. Yeah. So with music, that's another thing that kept me with it because it was just like, once again, respectfully, I'm writing stuff, and I'm just like, yo. I know it's not too many people around that could do this. I need to keep doing this. So, yeah. And what was the question? I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
No, you're good. What's your main place to write?
So, yeah. The main place to write for me is in the crib. It don't take that long. I love doing it. Every time I get some quiet time, right to the pen. And
do you, because I've been getting a lot of answers saying the car. Is the car ever a good spot for
I like to listen to the beat in the car.
In the whip, okay.
Just to get that full sound quality.
I'm the same way. The beat in the car, well, also the track in the car. I guess the car's for me. I respect
car guy. Respect it.
Did you or do you feel like you have anything to prove?
Yeah, I did. At one point, I felt like I had something to prove because I was because I was known for basketball. Yeah. So I was the basketball guy trying to rap. At that time, there was a lot of that going on. Yeah. Oh, you another basketball dude trying to rap. Yeah. So I feel like I had to go through a phase of proving that I really loved hip hop. Yeah. That I really loved creating and stuff like that. So yeah, at that point, I felt like on a creative level and on a seriousness level, I had to prove how serious I was. But now, not so much.
No, you don't need to prove yourself.
I mean, to Drake, to Jay-Z, to Kanye.
I love that.
I'm saying I'm trying to prove something to them. If I could ever, I'm saying that's what I'm trying to, You know?
I love that. See, most people are when they think locally, they stay locally. Mm-hmm. Once you think big, mm-hmm. you rise. Mm-hmm. So I love how you're saying your peers are the big dogs. Because why am I comparing myself to, not to be disrespectful?
No,
you don't mean
all.
that in a disrespectful
not
way.
At all.
You mean it into like I'm gonna be up there, and I'm going to be up there. So
and that's my thing, because it's like I'm talking to the J. Coles and the Kendricks like, Utica.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking at my peers here like, oh, me or you. It's like, no, we versus
together.
them.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. If there was, to be off topic from music and off topic from basketball, if there was one thing you could fix about this world, what would it be?
I think we got to a super sensitive and arrogant place as a planet.
Okay.
I feel like it makes it very hard to communicate. Okay. It makes it very hard to be transparent. Yeah. But these seem to be the things everybody yearns for. Yeah. Everybody wants the real. Everybody wants the... But how real can you really keep it before you turn to the villain? Before you turn, So it's like, I would fix that. Mm-hmm. The ego and the sensitivity of a lot of things.
That's two things that are clashing each other 24/7. So
you go on social media, you go on TV, it's just everywhere.
Everybody's right. I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. How important is God in your life?
My whole new album is about God.
Really? I don't know why when I was making these questions for you, that was the first thing that came to my head.
The whole new album is about God, and I'm not like a super religious guy, none of that. I'm a believer. Yeah. But and it's not like a preachy vibe. It's not none of that. Mm-hmm. But I do a lot of research, and I want to start praising God more in my music. So this whole new project, that's how it differentiates from the others. It's a lot of healing music. On there.
I like that. That's dope. Because myself, I think this quarantine reminded me how important God was in my life. Mm-hmm. So I love that you made a whole album devoted to it. Mm-hmm.
And just like, there's a dark energy in music, hip and rap music. I'm saying, and I don't want to contribute to it.
Respectfully.
I'd rather bring some light to the situation. If it gets listened to less, if it does less, who cares? I'm saying,
respectfully.
As long as I know I did that.
But just know there's a crowd for everything, so they're going to tune in.
Absolutely. Shout out to Lecrae.
Yes.
One of the biggest positive artists out there.
Respectfully. I love that. I feel like when I made this question, this is you.
Okay, bet.
What's your take on buying back the block?
I like it. I love the idea of it.
Yeah.
Because the block is going to get gentrified anyway. So it might as well be bought up by people that are from the block, and then maybe even provide opportunity for other people that weren't able to buy the block. Yeah. Because that's the thing with gentrification. Like, they could come in and buy the block and kick everybody out. Yeah. But if some kings that grew up in that neighborhood get their mind right, get their money together, make that move, now you can maybe hire the homies to do construction on this house and turn this house into the YMCA.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like that. I like that idea.
I like that. I agree with that.
Facts.
What do you think? What do you say to the people that say, "Yo, I need to get out of Utica now"?
The more you tell yourself that, the longer it'll be. The more depressing it'll get. I think that is a good goal to have. I don't want to deter them from that, but try not to conjure that energy up about, because once you start thinking like that, you start noticing more stuff, and you start attracting, you know what I'm saying? So we all know the climate of things. We all know there's more out there. Yeah. Just humbly work towards it, man.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I got some rapid questions for you.
Let's get it.
Nobody answers them rapidly though. So
what?
Your time.
Okay.
So everybody, because I get kind of deep sometimes. We'll see. What's your top 3 artists?
Tupac, Kanye, Nipsey Hussle.
Respect. I love how people always shout out Nip. Every episode I've had so far. Man.
Nip is a GOAT. For independent artists, Nip is like a blueprint now. Yes. He is the blueprint.
Exactly. An artist in Utica that deserves more recognition, who would you say?
Oh, this is a good one. Jazz Chubbs.
Facts.
Jazz
Yo,
Shubbs.
his sound is nobody can say
Jazz
the
is
sound like
wavy.
him. I
Jazz
agree.
is
At
wavy.
first, I was like, "Who are you talking about?" But yes,
Jazz
his
Shubbs
sound is
wavy.
different than anybody's sound out here. So, and he sings good, and he can sing. I like it.
I feel like I mean, obviously the music, but aesthetically, like he's ready.
Yeah, no.
He has the look. He's different.
Yeah.
If I was ever in position, that would be the first artist from Utica I would sign.
And
Jazz
he's humble.
Shubbs. Yeah,
He's a humble
I
person.
like him.
I love it. I love that.
Shout out to Jazz
Shout out
Shubbs.
to Jazz. That just got me hyped because I was not
Facts.
expecting that.
Facts.
I love that. Who or what humbled you?
Life, man. I've been through a lot of ups and downs in my life. Made a lot of mistakes, and as you get older, you just think back on stuff, and it's like, damn, that was a dickhead move. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you just got to be real with yourself. So it's like, I just think life, man.
I respect that. I would say the same.
Word up.
What's something you can't go a day without?
Podcast.
Oh, you listen to podcasts?
Oh, heavy.
What's your top 3 podcasts? Oh, it's a different question. What's your top 3 podcasts?
I'll give you my top 5. Drink
Talk-
Champs, Joe Rogan, Joe Budden,
Listen to all three.
Choke No Joke.
Choke No Joke.
He's like a hip hop enthusiast. He used to
Okay.
work with Rockefeller back in the day.
Okay.
He got his thing that he does. And the 5th one, oh man, there's so many. The Loft. I like the Loft, man. Shout out to the Loft.
Season 2.
Season 2, baby.
Back,
Let's go.
baby. Tune
Let's
in.
turn up,
Make
man.
sure you subscribe, man. You hear that answer?
Hit that
Authentic.
subscribe button.
What do you see yourself doing in the future?
Honestly, I want to have a record label. I want to have an independent
fine.
record
I think
label.
that's built for you.
Yeah, I think that's the lane I'm trying to get into. I still want to get my music off. You know what I'm saying? I still love that, but this couple years of my journey is going to be dedicated towards getting the resources and the capital and starting a label.
I love that. Now, what's your take on failing?
It's subjective. Failing is subjective because what is failing? You know?
True.
Like, all right, so I had a show at SOBs before. I brought my boys. It was their first time performing. One of them got on stage, forgot all his lyrics. I could have looked at that as a fail or as a bad look. But once again, this is somebody from the neighborhood, never been on stage, never. So the fact he got on stage for me was everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's all subjective. He saw it as a loss. He saw it as a. But that's what I told him. Like, bro, you on the SOB stage. You know who was on this stage before you?
SOBs is big respect.
Being up there alone.
Yeah.
Because most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, people that work on their music relentlessly or post how dedicated they are. They would not step foot on SOBs in a packed house. You know, so especially being from out of town.
Yeah.
Especially being from upstate.
Yeah.
Because you know that little rivalry with music upstate in the city is like
They don't respect
don't
upstate.
respect you.
Yeah.
So to be an upstate cat and get up there, so what? You forgot your lyrics, you got up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you.
Big respect.
Word.
Now, what do you want people to think of when they hear the name Melz, Malcolm?
Utica. I want them to think of Utica. I want them to think of independence. Just grind. Just getting it from the mud the real way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want them to think of. And that's the message and the energy I want to give off. Like, I do this. My demographic, like, you know, you go to a label, they ask you, well, what's your demographic? My demographic is just the average person, man. You know what I'm saying? Just the average, everyday person. They got a dream, but they got to go to work to support the dream.
Exactly.
They got kids, they got to feel, you know, like, because there's people in those situations that are talented, that have potential, that, so that's my demographic. Regular people that, just like me, just like us. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Word.
All right. This is fun. I had fun.
This is by far the best interview I've done.
Oh, don't do that.
This is by far the best interview I've done, bro. You got the notes, you know my lyrics.
I
like,
love
what?
that. No,
this
I
is
tune
fire.
in, man. When you hop
fire.
up here, there's a reason you up here, like, and I want to talk to you. So we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty.
Thank you.
And I think you answered every question authentically. So
thank you.
I think
bro.
this is fun. This is
I owed it to you, man.
This
I owed
is
it to
needed.
you. This is a great platform. You're a great dude.
Thank you, bro.
I want to tell you guys something. So he told a story about when he first moved up here.
Yeah.
What he didn't tell you guys is I used to make hats for the brand. And
Facts.
you used to hook me up.
Facts.
You used to hook me up. And I needed that at that time, man.
Yeah.
So I just want to, in front of everyone.
Wow, that
thank
is
you,
wild. I did.
Thank you, bro.
Day
Word
one,
up.
for a fact. I love that.
Oh my
I love
God.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I used to
Man.
pull up, bro. Used to, yo, you know what? I got you for the low.
Yeah, I didn't do that, Lids. I didn't do that, but
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But Yeah, man. I'm just trying to help everybody with their dream, man. So, and this is what the platform is for. If you have a dream and you're consistent and you you serious about it, come up here, man. Come up to the Loft. We're going to talk about it.
And trust me, Darren will find you. If you don't hit him up, don't just work, okay?
Really, people? I will find you. That's right. I love that you just
Bro is going to find you. If you working, trust me.
I'm going to tune in.
Trust me.
Trust and believe. Man, season 2 of The Loft. Where can they find you?
All right, so you guys can find me on Instagram, flyboy.com, FLYBOIIDOTCOM. You can look at my website, mostinfluential.shop, and on Facebook, Malcolm McGill.
Respectively.
I'm saying, holla at me.
Holla at the king, man. Tune in, man. Loft, season 2.
Season 2, baby.
We're here. Only
Viral.
big hitters. You heard me?
Only big hitters this season, man.
5.
Upstate. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it, man.
That was fun, bro. Wow, that was real good.
That was actually a really dope interview.
That was fun.